YCN, your local view on WVBK-CA, serving Manchester, Londonderry, Vermont, and South Charlestown, New Hampshire, and WVBQ-LP, serving Charlestown, New Hampshire, and Rockingham, Vermont.
Tonight on YCN, election votes are calculated. See who came out on top for national and local politicians. The Rite Aid Lebanon pharmacy was robbed earlier this week. See what the Lebanon Police Department is doing about it. Sue Carl tells us about her electrolysis business. And Professor of Political Science Dr. Ben Tafoya breaks down the election for us. With more news, sports, and weather, stay tuned. It's time for YCN, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region. News, sports, weather, public affairs, and all that is happening in our area. The YCN News Hour, your local view.
Good evening, I'm David Carmichael. President Obama will continue as president after winning a total of 303 Electoral College votes against Mitt Romney's 206. In the race for governor, Democrat Maggie Hassan defeated Republican Ovid LaMontagne. Charlie Bass will lose his seat as U.S. Representative and will be replaced by Annie Custer. So for the first time in our state's history, we will have an all-women congressional delegation and a woman headed to the governor's office. They'll join Senators Jean Shaheen and Kelly Ayotte. For District 8, Bob Adell will be heading to the state Senate, and for District 5, it will be David Pierce. In Vermont, Governor Peter Shumlin will be staying in Montpelier after defeating Randy Brock. And Peter Welch and Bernie Sanders will stay in Washington. Heavy voter turnout was reported across the state of New Hampshire Tuesday as Granite Staters headed to the polls to cast their votes for president and governor and representative. The Secretary of State had predicted about 720,000 people that would vote in New Hampshire, but the final number may be higher. On Monday at approximately 5:05 p.m., the Lebanon police received a report of a robbery which had just occurred at the Rite Aid pharmacy in West Lebanon. Officers arrived within 2 minutes. However, the suspect had fled into an unknown direction of travel. The suspect presented a note to the pharmacist stating that he had a weapon and demanded drugs. He then gained access behind the counter and removed some drugs from the pharmacy. He is described as 6-foot white male wearing a gray hoodie sweatshirt, jeans, and a winter cap with a small brim. It is believed that he is in his mid-20s or early 30s with dark hair, no facial hair, and weighing approximately 180 to 185 pounds. Local pharmacies have been asked to be on the lookout for this individual, and we ask you, if you see anyone with this description near pharmacies, please call your local police. The Lebanon Police Detective Division requests anyone with information on this incident in the West Lebanon area to contact them at 603-448-1212. On Friday, retired Lebanon Police Sergeant Bob Theron received the Law Enforcement Officer of the Year award. Bob retired from his full-time service of the department as sergeant in 2002 after 21 years of service, but still works part-time in the detective division. Theron was an advisor for the Lebanon Police Cadet Program. The program trains young high school students in many aspects of law enforcement. Under his lead, the cadet program became one of the largest in the state of New Hampshire. After the break, Sue Carl will tell us about her electrolysis business in Newberry.
The YCN News Hour continues in a moment.